Life is unpredictable, full of challenges and opportunities, victories and setbacks. But what if I told you that your mindset, your ability to adapt, reflect, and act with wisdom, holds the key to navigating it all? This isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. In this journey, we'll explore powerful lessons from Stoic philosophy, uncovering how to turn obstacles into stepping stones, chaos into clarity, and everyday struggles into opportunities for greatness. Are you ready to train your mind, master your emotions, and take control of your life? Let's begin. You can do it. If you find something difficult to achieve yourself, don't imagine it impossible. For anything possible and proper for another person can be achieved just as easily by you. Think about it. There are two kinds of people in this world. The first sees someone else's success and thinks, why them? Why not me? The second looks at that same success and asks, if they can do it, why can't I? One mindset is drenched in envy, a zero-sum belief that someone else's gain is your loss. It whispers, if they win, I lose. But the other mindset? It's abundant, limitless. It says, there's more than enough success to go around. This mindset doesn't see others as competition. It sees them as proof, as fuel, as inspiration. Now, here's the real question. Which of these attitudes will lift you higher? Which will spark growth, resilience, and determination? And which will drag you down into bitterness, leaving you stuck and resentful? The choice is yours. Who will you be? Just don't make things worse. How much more harmful are the consequences of anger and grief than the circumstances that arouse them in us? When life throws you into chaos, remember this timeless truth. The first rule of holes is, if you find yourself in one, stop digging. But here's the thing. This may be the most ignored piece of common sense in human history. Think about it. What do most of us do when something bad happens? We get angry. We let frustration take over. We lash out. And then we make things worse. Anger turns into action before we've even paused to think. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire, hoping it'll put it out. Today, challenge yourself to break this cycle. When something goes wrong, or someone wrongs you, take a breath. Resist the urge to react out of anger, fear, or frustration. Instead, leave it as it is. Don't add fuel to the fire. Don't dig the hole deeper. Your only task? Keep it simple. Don't make things worse. Once the storm settles, then plan your way out with a clear, calm mind. Sometimes, the greatest strength lies in doing nothing until you're ready to do the right thing. A trained mind is better than any script. How laughable it is to say, tell me what to do. What advice could I possibly give? A far better request is, train my mind to adapt to any circumstance. This way, if life takes you off script, you won't desperately need new instructions. Wouldn't it be comforting if someone could hand us the perfect solution for every challenge, every situation? Isn't that what so much of life feels like? Preparing for a future we think we can predict? We study, save, and plan for moments that may never come, all while clinging to a script that's fragile at best. But as the boxer Mike Tyson famously said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Stoicism teaches us a different approach. It's not about memorizing answers or crafting plans for every possibility. It's about cultivating the kind of mind that doesn't need a script. Why aren't Stoics afraid of the unknown? Because they rely on their ability to adapt. They develop creativity, independence, confidence, and problem-solving skills. They focus on resilience, not rigidity. You could do the same. Instead of obsessing over instructions or worrying about the perfect response, practice training your mind to embrace uncertainty. Build the tools to pivot, to adjust, to thrive no matter what life throws your way. Today, focus on the strategic rather than the tactical. Seek to grow, not just follow. Remember, It's far better to be flexible than to cling to a script. In the unpredictable game of life, adaptability is the ultimate advantage. Life is a battlefield. Don't you know that life is like a military campaign? One must serve on watch, another in reconnaissance, another on the front line. Each person's life is a kind of battle, a long and varied one. You must keep watch like a soldier, doing what is commanded. You have been stationed at a key post, not a lowly place, and not for a short time but for life. Robert Greene once said, "As in war, so in life." Think about that for a moment. It's a profound truth. Life is a battlefield, sometimes literal, but often figurative. As a species, we fight to survive on a planet that doesn't care whether we thrive or fail. As individuals, we compete for space and opportunity among billions of others. Even within us, battles rage between the cells and bacteria that make up our very existence. Vivere est militare. To live is to fight. Today, you are fighting to achieve your goals, fighting against impulses that threaten to pull you off course, fighting to become the person you know you're capable of being. So ask yourself, what qualities will help you in these battles? Discipline, fortitude, courage, clear-headedness, selflessness, sacrifice, and just as important, what qualities will ensure you lose? Cowardice, rashness, disorganization, overconfidence, weakness, selfishness. As in war, so in life, these attributes decide the outcome. Today, choose the virtues that lead to victory. And remember, life didn't station you at just any post. It placed you in a position of purpose, of importance. This is your battlefield. Stand your ground. Fight well.
Try the other handle. Every event has two handles, one by which it can be carried, and one by which it can't. If your brother does you wrong, don't grab it by his wronging, because this is the handle incapable of lifting it. Instead, use the other, that he is your brother, that you were raised together, and you will have hold of the handle that carries. Life is full of struggles, conflicts, and setbacks. But here's a powerful truth. Every situation comes with two handles. One leads to bitterness, anger, and frustration, making the burden heavier. The other offers clarity, understanding, and a way forward. Which handle are you reaching for? Take the story of William Seabrook, a brilliant journalist who fell into the grip of crippling alcoholism. By 1933, his addiction was so severe that he voluntarily committed himself to an asylum, the only place for treatment back then. At first, Seabrook resisted. He clung to his old ways of thinking, rebelling against the staff and rejecting the help being offered. He made no progress, spiraled deeper, and came close to being expelled from the very place meant to save him. Then, something shifted. Seabrook remembered the words of Epictetus. Every event has two handles. He realized he'd been holding on to the wrong one. I took hold now by the other handle, he later wrote, and carried on. Instead of resisting, he leaned into the recovery process. He listened. He embraced sobriety. And suddenly, the world looked different. Colors seemed brighter. Sounds clearer. Life became, in his words, wonderful, strange, and beautiful. It wasn't magic, it was a change in perspective. Now, will grabbing the other handle always lead to a life-altering transformation? Maybe not, but consider this. Why keep holding onto the handle that's dragging you down, the one that hasn't worked? In every challenge, there's a choice. Choose the handle that lifts, that carries, that leads you forward. Listening accomplishes more than speaking. To the youngster talking nonsense, Zeno said, "The reason why we have two ears and only one mouth is so we might listen more and talk less." Why do the wise seem to navigate life with such grace and composure, facing fewer problems than the rest of us? It's not luck. It's not magic. It's a series of habits and mindsets that we can all learn. First, the wise manage their expectations. They don't demand the impossible or hope for outcomes that reality cannot deliver. They root their expectations in what is achievable, avoiding unnecessary frustration or disappointment. Second, the wise consider all possibilities. The best-case scenario, yes, but also the worst. They don't only dream of what they wish to happen. They prepare for what could happen, even if it's unexpected or unpleasant. This isn't pessimism, it's prudence. Third, the wise embrace the reverse clause. What is that? It's the mindset that if things don't go as planned, they see it not as failure, but as an opportunity to practice patience, resilience, and virtue. When you prepare yourself for both success and setbacks, nothing can take you by surprise. Life becomes less about fighting against reality and more about flowing with it. Today, follow their example. Listen more, speak less. Expect the possible, not the improbable. Plan for success, but prepare for challenges. In doing so, you'll find yourself calmer, more grounded, and better equipped to handle whatever life throws at you. Remember, listening accomplishes more than speaking. And sometimes, the best wisdom comes not from words you say, but from the silence you choose to keep. Conclusion. This script is a powerful exploration of Stoic philosophy, designed to guide the audience toward a more resilient, thoughtful, and intentional life. Each part delivers timeless wisdom and practical advice, emphasizing personal growth, self-discipline, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. Here's the overarching conclusion. Embrace life with wisdom and purpose. Life is unpredictable, full of trials, and often beyond our control. But how we respond is entirely within our power. This script reminds us that our mindset and choices determine whether we thrive or falter in the face of life's difficulties. Learn from others. The success of others is not a reason for envy, but a source of inspiration. If someone else has achieved something, it means you can too, with effort, discipline, and belief in yourself. Don't make things worse. When faced with adversity, resist the urge to react impulsively or with negativity. Instead, pause, reflect, and act only when clarity and purpose are present. Stop digging deeper into problems and focus on solutions. Cultivate a trained mind. Life rarely goes according to plan, but a flexible, well-trained mind can adapt to any situation. Instead of seeking step-by-step instructions, develop the skills and mindset that allow you to tackle challenges creatively and confidently. Life is a battlefield. Each day is a battle. Not just against external circumstances, but against your own impulses, weaknesses, and fears. To win, cultivate virtues like discipline, courage, and selflessness while avoiding traits like cowardice, rashness, and selfishness. Choose the right perspective. Every event comes with two handles, one that drags you down and one that lifts you up. Choose the handle that helps you see opportunity, connection, and growth rather than blame or despair. Listen more, speak less. Wisdom comes from understanding and preparation. By listening more, managing expectations, and preparing for all outcomes, you'll find yourself less surprised and more equipped to navigate life's complexities. Final thought. At its core, this script invites us to embrace life as it is, a battlefield, a journey, and a teacher. By applying the principles of Stoicism, we can transform challenges into opportunities, failures into lessons, and moments of struggle into pathways toward virtue and fulfillment. Live intentionally, choose wisely, and above all, strive to be the best version of yourself every day.